Serbian Prime Minister Aleksandar Vučić arrived in Tirana on the first ever visit to Albania by a Serbian leader. Vučić was welcomed by his counterpart Edi Rama, whose visit to Serbia in November was the first by an Albanian Prime Minister in 68 years. Relations between the two countries remain strained over Kosovo's declaration of independence in 2008, which Albania supported and Serbia refuses to recognise. In Belarus, defendant Yuri Rubtsovu showed off a new tattoo with a message to the country's president, Lukashenka, get out, at his trial in the town of Pruzhany. Restrictions were imposed on Rubtsovu's movements last year due to contempt of court after he attracted attention for wearing a T-shirt with the same slogan. Rubtsovu is now on trial for violating the terms of that sentence. He's been on hunger strike for nearly 50 days to protest the charges against him. In the Bosnian capital, Sarajevo, a 700-square-metre canvas is being billed as the world's largest comic book. The work, In Search of Alexander the Great's tomb, is a collaboration between French and Bosnian artists and addresses themes of intercultural dialogue. The giant comic book page is set to be unveiled to the public on May the 28th at Sarajevo's Central Market. In the Tajik capital Dushanbe, government officials and representatives of the OSCE and UN discussed the threat of crime linked to drug trafficking. Tajikistan is a major transit country for opiates produced in neighbouring Afghanistan. Afghan representatives told the conference that local officials do not have the resources they need to rein in opium growers and traffickers. In Peshawar, northwest Pakistan, the final day of campaigning was underway ahead of local elections on May the 30th. More than 84,000 candidates are running for some 41,000 different seats in the first local election in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province since 2002. Heavy security is being put in place ahead of the polls. And that's the video roundup from Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty.